Hey everybody, it's Wanetah and Jason, and today we are talking about one of our favorite softwares to use and to promote because it's easy and it's effective and it has a high potential to earn you a lot of money. So, what is that, Jason?
That is a software we've talked about several times, but again, one of my favorites called Uphex. We've had one of the co-founders of Uphex, Sam Carlson, on our channel before, and he did a full breakdown of exactly how he uses it, how he went and got like 100 clients in 2 months for his agency using his own software. So we're going to really dive deep into what the pricing is, how to use it. We'll show you the back end of our system to show you how we use it for our own business and to sell it to other people. So let me share my screen. I'll show you all that's inside. We'll talk about pricing and all that stuff. So here we are inside of Uphex, just the landing page. There'll be a link down below as well. If you go to uphexbonus.com, you'll see the whole training that we did with Sam here. But let me just show you what the pricing is, what it is. If you've never heard of Uphex, this is your first time watching our channel about this, then Uphex is basically a really easy way to run Facebook and Google ads for clients, or more importantly, allow them to run their own ads in just a few clicks. So they don't have to log into Facebook and go through the whole ad manager thing, or even worse, Google is even more confusing if you've ever tried to run Google ads. This really, once you connect the accounts, your clients can run their own ads with no problems. So
Yep.
let me share a little bit about the pricing, which is why I like it so much as well. And primarily, one of the things is they have a pay as you grow type of pricing. So you can start out with Uphex for just $97 per month and have up to 3 clients. Then as you get a little more, you can have up to 10 clients for $297. But what I love so much about Uphex is that they have the unlimited plan, which if you haven't ever tried to white label something or use another software that is contingent upon how many clients you get, if you get 1,000 clients and you have to pay a per user fee, that can really be a hefty bill. But this caps out at $497 per month. So you could have 5 million clients. I don't know if their system could hold that, but you could have really unlimited clients for just $497 and take all the profit after the monthly fee that you're paying them.
Yeah. That's the beauty of this. It's just like high level. It's like your monthly expenses can be 500 bucks. And you just
Yeah.
keep your business going and growing.
Exactly. You can scale this up. You can really have certainty about what your expenses are going to be and have unlimited upside on the back end.
Yeah, I think from our experience, the more money we made when we really stopped and dissected our business, we saw that the more money we were spending. So it really didn't matter. It was like the cost of living, right? In the city, you can make a lot more money, but you're also going to pay a lot more money. And so that's how our business was going and growing. And so something like this it's so easy to be able to budget and to really keep your expenses at bay while you continue to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. So now that you know what the pricing is, let's talk about how this actually works. So I'll show you two different sides. First, I'm going to show you the side that we log into Uphex in their dashboard, and then I'll show you what our clients see when they log in, so you can see how easy this could be. So first of all, with Uphex, we're inside of one of our test accounts here. I've set up a couple of accounts here. This is where if I'm a paying member of Uphex, I'm seeing this on my side as the agency owner. Okay, now in here, you can do all kinds of things. They have a template library, so you can run ads for just about any type of industry that you can think of. So let's just tell me when you want to pick, Juanita, and we'll look at a little deeper.
Let's look at home services.
Home services. Okay, great.
Even though I want to look at beauty and spas, but I always call that one out.
That's all right. Home services, let's pick a category like landscaping.
All right.
And then inside of here, we have a library of a bunch of other types of ads we can run. So how about local lawn care services?
Boring. Okay.
So you can see all the ad copy here. This is just one of the ads. If I take one page back here, you can see these are all the different ads that we can run. And we're just seeing images right here. But if
Right.
we pick on any of these images,
So are we just picking the art or is this just the art for the category?
so it's basically the art, and as you get in here deeper, then you can see the potential headline. So they have where you have multiple different types of headlines and ad copy you can see. So every time there's a dash here,
Mm-hmm.
that is one of the potential headlines. So it'll
Okay.
rotate those and see. And then add text. So this is, again, variations of that ad that will run. It'll make a little bit more sense when we actually log into ours and see on the client side. We're just basically uploading templates into our dashboard that we can use for our clients.
Okay.
If we
So
have,
on the agency side, we don't have to create our own art. We don't have to even create our own captions or headlines or anything like that. We can just use what they already have.
exactly. And
Okay.
if we want to use this template, so like say we're going to service a lot of different types of people, then we would import this into our account. And then on the client side, they'll see that ad in there. If we're only targeting like real estate agents like we did for a very long time, then we would obviously just upload real estate specific ads into our dashboard. So it
Now,
would
is
make a
this
lot more sense.
because do we pay extra for every template or are all the templates accessible to us? And
Yeah, all the templates are accessible for no additional fee, and you can even upload your own if you are experienced or have you come across a client that says, we always like to run this type of ad. You can upload their specific ad to your dashboard as well. But
awesome.
you don't pay any more. It's just if your real estate CRM is your white labeled version of HighLevel, then obviously it would be weird to have a dental template in there or something.
Right. Okay. Can we go into templates one more time?
Uh-huh.
Like we're going to pick and scroll down, and I see Rob Bailey templates. What is that?
So Rob Bailey is a big HighLevel user, and I think he's probably partnered with Uphex as well and uploaded a lot of his template variations in here. So you get a awesome library. He does a lot in the fitness space. You can see a lot of the templates here that he's used in the past. You can even see some of the copy. He does a lot of what's called database reactivation. So if you've heard us
Mhm.
talk about that before on the channel, you can use a lot of his templates in here just by being an Uphex user. So that's really cool of him to do
Which,
that.
yeah, that's really cool. It's a really cool collaboration because you also know that he's been successful. So you're using really successful proven ads. But any of you, because we get a lot of comments on that in particular, database reactivation. And so if you are interested in that type of service, being in the gym space, the fitness space is a great arena to play in with that particular service because it's so easy to reach out to somebody and say, ready to get that 10 pounds off again because they haven't been to the gym. So it's just a great reminder. It's a great service to provide for gyms.
Yeah, and it looks like he's expanded to a lot of other industries as well. His bread and butter was from the fitness industry, but he's just a monster of creating great ad copy and doing great stuff for the HighLevel community and UpX as well. So highly recommend checking out
Awesome.
his library in here as well. Some other cool things. I don't have a lot of data in this account to show you, but client metrics and template metrics here. So what that does is it allows you to say, okay, if I have 50 clients all running an ad, let's see if I don't think I have anything here, but if I did, if I had 50 clients in this account that I was running, I could compare which client was doing the best. I could dive deeper into why their ad was running better than everyone else's. Are they doing something different? Do they have a certain type of image? Do they have a certain type of copy or a headline? And obviously, with their permission, I could model other ads after that. Or template metrics does the same thing based on the things we just used a template library. So we can see across our entire dashboard of hundreds of clients which template is doing the best. So then when I take a new client on, I can say, hey, this ad, for whatever reason, this ad is crushing it. This is the one I would focus on running first. So it
Hmm.
gives you a really cool dashboard here when you have multiple clients running ads at the same time.
That's cool.
The other big thing I want to show you, there's so much to learn in here, but the other big thing is Lead Gen U. This is a course that Sam Carlson, one of the co-founders of HighLevel of Uphex, put together. And this is an entire course for free on how to run ads for yourself, the mindset behind running ads, and also how to use Uphex and HighLevel together. So
Wow.
definitely take advantage of this. It's a really cool way to not only run the ads, but also it teaches you how to go out and get clients. So highly
Nice.
recommend that.
And they're
Yeah.
all video lessons?
Yeah, let me open one
Okay,
and
cool.
see.
Yeah, let's open one because he was so great on the webinar and just really great energy, a lot of knowledge. It was very fun. So I would imagine that these aren't like these dull, boring lessons, that he's really passionate about what he's talking about, and there's a lot to learn from him.
Yep. Yeah, it's all video content, which Sam is great on
This ain't
video. And
working.
he's just like talks like a normal person, not like a robot. So it just makes you
There's a lot
feel,
of, yeah, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
no, just makes you understand it a lot easier. He's a great presenter.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I saw something on there that just reminded me, he talks a lot about sales psychology, which is super helpful for anyone getting into marketing or who's already in marketing and you just want to grow.
Yep, absolutely. And again, if you want to see that presentation we did with Sam, you can go to upexbonus.com. There'll be a link down below. This is like a hour and a half presentation that Sam did with us specifically, and also has a bunch of bonuses and things in here when you sign up. So,
Mhm.
so that is the side that we as an agency use. But also, let me show you what happens when we actually sell this to clients so they can see. Do you have any questions about this side first? Any other
I just
questions?
want to recap. So we're seeing two sides of the coin here. And the first side that we've just seen is basically the agency side, right? Like, what is it like to use UpX as an agency? So we see that we have all the templates that we could possibly need, but how easy is it to also just add in your own, Jason?
Yeah, it's really easy. I don't have any on this computer to
Mm-hmm.
upload, but you could do, let's see, template library, my templates, I believe,
Okay, cool.
and choose a platform, and then you just create the template. You can upload it and upload your image and the copy. And then that's really cool because now you have proprietary stuff for your business that you can promise your clients you'll be giving them.
Okay.
So just as you get more experience and you see something that's working, you can start creating more ad copy that is just for your business.
Now, and as far as just creating the descriptions and the ad copy, can we use AI
Yeah, so they have this
within this
AI.
software?
Yep, they have this AI tool, and you can just write the content here, and it will create a template with all kinds of outputs for you that gives you a variation of different headlines and descriptions and text.
Okay. And so
Yeah,
before we show you exactly how easy this is to do and actually the steps to create the ad, we're going to switch on over to the other side of the coin and show you what your clients actually see.
yeah.
Correct?
So these, let's see, we're in, I believe it's in locals. No, I believe it's in home services. I always forget where the real estate is. You think it's in home services, but it's not. So let me see. Professional services, I believe.
That makes sense.
There
There
we
it
go.
is. Real
So real
estate.
estate. So you'll see there's a bunch of ads in here, and all I did was import all templates in here. And then as we take you over to our actual software, you'll see these same things in our dashboard.
Okay. So these are templates that you've imported from UpX
Yeah.
library, right? As well as some of our own.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think in this account, this is a demo account that we
Oh,
have any
okay.
of our own, but
Mhm.
these are all imported directly from Uphex.
But this is where they would be, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. So now we'll take you over to our software. And if we scroll down, we're in one of our test sub accounts for real estate. You can see it's just embedded into our high level dashboard. So people don't have to log into our software and UpX. It's just right here. We call ours easy ads. You can call yours simple ads. You can call it click ads, whatever you want to do. And as a user, all somebody does is log in and they have to attach their Facebook account one time. Then after they do that, they literally, do you want to see how easy it is to run ads in here for a client, Wanetah?
Very,
Okay.
very much so. I want to see.
All right.
I love how easy this is. So,
So imagine a client is they're paying you 500 bucks a month or whatever. They've been paying a big agency 2,000 bucks a month to run ads for them. But you say, hey, let me show you our software. You connect your Facebook account, which we've already done, takes maybe 2 minutes. Then after that, literally all you do is you hit launch campaign. You pick Facebook or Google. So we'll pick Facebook. And then I have a copy in here because I think I imported the ads twice, but that could be deleted. And I click on professional services and then real estate. And now we can pick any of these ads. Remember, these are the same ones we saw in UpX. So let's just pick learn tips for, let's see, let me find one I've used before that I like. Let's do sell your house for cash fast. Hit select. And you can do either a lead form, which is one of those, if you've ever tapped on an ad in Facebook, we need it, and your email and your name is already pre-populated. You don't have to like fill anything out. That's
mm,
what a lead form is. You can do a landing page. So if you created a landing page on ClickFunnels or HighLevel or wherever, you could send them there. You could send them to Messenger, like Facebook Messenger, or I haven't done the messenger engagement, so I'm not quite sure what that one is, but
Okay.
probably the same thing. Then you pick a budget. So let's just say $10. We'll pick our website. And that is all I really have to do. I do want to show you just if I expand this optional info, I can really get further down in here and like target a specific city. What it's going to do, if I don't target a city, it's going to do a 15-mile radius around wherever my page is set up. So I have this connected to our real estate account
Mm,
for, I believe it's for Houston. So it would run a 15-mile radius. If I wanted to run it for some other city, though, I would just pick a city here and do like New York City or whatever, and then it would pick there instead. So other than that,
okay.
if I wanted to add different images and stuff, I could. If I wanted to change the text, I could, but I don't have to. And if I wanted to do any of this privacy policy or add a Facebook pixel, I could. But in its simplest form, I didn't have to do any of that. I just picked the type of campaign I wanted to run, put my budget, put my website, hit launch campaign, and you'll see in about 60 seconds, this will be launched.
Wow. And you never went on Facebook.
Exactly. And never have to log into Facebook. And more importantly, your clients never have to. So if you run Facebook ads for clients, you could do this yourself and never have to log into their Facebook account. Or if you just wanted to use it as a software that they paid for access to your software, they could do this themselves really easily.
Wow. And so, as the client, where do they see their ad, how their ad is performing?
Great question. So as soon as this is connected, I'll show you that side of it.
Okay. And while this is running, how on Facebook you can target very specific niches with
Mhm.
demographics and all of that. Can you do that with this?
Not as much, but honestly, over the years, that has really become less important. Facebook has so much data that, yes, you can target by city, you can target by age group, that kind of stuff. But really, Facebook does a great job of finding who is appropriate to click on these ads.
They do a
So,
great job of
yeah,
getting
so
data.
they have so much data on you and the type of person you are. That targeting stuff, it used to be really important because they didn't have that data. But now I've rarely ever do like deep targeting.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe Facebook knows more about me than I do.
Now, if you're spending like millions of dollars a year or even hundreds of thousands, yeah, you're going to want somebody that really dives deep. We're talking about the local dentist, the local agent that's going to spend 50 bucks a week or 500 bucks a week, something like that, like nothing crazy. If you're really trying to spend millions of dollars, then yes, you're going to have somebody that analyzes all that data.
Yeah, but the average person, even if they're paying $2,000 to a so-called professional, right, to run their ads, you're
Yep.
going to get similar results.
And this is so nice, like for a client, they wait a second, they're like, oh, great, I did it. Like I ran my ad. I didn't have to log into Facebook or anything. So now we can go back to our dashboard.
Sorry, guys,
We
I
can,
don't know if you're picking up the thunder, but it is coming down out here.
yeah. Yeah, I can barely hear it, but I
Oh, really?
think, but maybe they will. So you can see it takes a little while, even though it says it is approved. It means it's still processing a bit on Facebook side, but we again don't have to log into Facebook or anything. For your clients, if they wanted to delete an ad, they can just hit this X and delete it. If they want to turn it on and off, they can literally just toggle this thing on and off, and this is off, this is on.
Mhm.
They can see which ads are running. So if we click the preview button, oh, it's going to make me log into Facebook, but they would, it would show in their dashboard which ad is running
It would show in their Facebook
in
dashboard.
their Facebook. Yeah. So it would open up Facebook directly to that ad and show them.
So, how does one connect to their Facebook? If we're running ads and we never have to get on Facebook to run that ad, how
Mhm.
does it connect to their account?
So the first time that you connect an account to a client, they have to log into their ad manager. They don't have to do too much on it. They just have to agree that Uphex can speak with their Facebook ad manager library. And if they don't have an ad account, then that's just something you have to learn how to set up for the first time for somebody. But most people these days have something because they've boosted a post before, or they've done some low level type of ad running. So they have some sort of Facebook ad account already.
But the onboarding process, is that pretty easy?
Really easy. Yeah. If I didn't have all this already connected, I would do it. But I promise you, it takes less than 5 minutes to do.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
So that part is done. And then in our actual dashboard, you can also, Wanetah, see, let's see, dashboard. You can see the ad report here on the dashboard of HighLevel,
Hmm.
and that shows you how many clicks, how much you've spent, all this report accurately because it's connected to the Facebook account as well.
Okay.
So just as a glance, people can see how many leads they've gotten, how much they've spent, all that stuff.
All right.
Yeah. I think under reporting, maybe it's even deeper. Yeah. So under reporting, they can see an even more thorough explanation, how many impressions, how many clicks, how many conversions, cost per click, all that stuff in here. So
Okay.
if they want to, but you might just as a glance want to, you can even see that on your Uphex side. You can see the client metrics and you can see all your clients and how much they've spent, how many leads they're getting, all that stuff in here too.
Is there something where you can go in, let's say your clients never want to log in, they're just totally like anti-tech anything, and they
Uh-huh.
just want this done for them, but they want to report on the progress and the metrics. Is there
Mhm.
something to where you can go in here and just a screenshot of something that you can easily send to the client without them
Yeah,
logging in?
I think this would be a good screenshot. I think they probably will have, let's see, appointment report. No, they probably have some way in the future that you can actually export these or deliver them, and maybe
Hmm.
they already do. But I have most of our clients that have used our easy
Right.
ad system have just logged in. But yeah, if you have somebody that's super low tech, just take a screenshot of this and send it to them every week.
Yeah. Download
Yeah,
PDF.
yeah.
Yeah.
And down here, you would see a lot of stats broken down to a little more thoroughly.
That's really cool. And it was so easy for you to just turn stuff off that wasn't working, right?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do that because that was just an ad for us. So I'll go back in here now and let's see, it says active. So I can just toggle this off and now campaign paused.
Okay.
So if you've ever even tried to pause an ad in Facebook Ad Manager, you have to log into the ad manager. You have to figure out which account it is. You have to pause each ad. Then you're not sure if you did. Sometimes I've paused a campaign, but not the actual ad, or I don't know. Sometimes you think you've paused it, but you haven't. This does a sweep of everything and make sure everything is turned off.
Oh, Facebook. I believe it. Okay. So this is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and they have Google ads as well. I haven't run too many Google ads so far. Our bread and butter has been Facebook ads, but you can totally do, like if I do launch new campaign, I could do Google and might ask me, looks like I'm not connected on Google here. But if I were, I could just do the same exact process and launch a Google ad in a few clicks as well.
Okay. So getting clients, onboarding them, very easy, right? Now, as far as I see that the client, I sit down and I talk to my client about what is your budget? And so we're allocating the budget spend for.
That one I heard.
There's no way you guys didn't hear that. Okay. I'm waiting for a tree to fall. So we say, hey, Susie wants to spend $10 a day for
Mhm.
a month, right? Or 3 months or whatnot. So we have that in place. And then she wants to know how much I'm going to charge. And I already know, starting off, I'm holding for thunder and lightning. So we already know that my costs are going to be 99, right? For my first 3 clients. How much should I charge? The famous question.
Yeah, great question. Let me stop the share here. So I think that you can charge anywhere from 97 if you on the low end, but I would really bump this up to like the 297, 497 per month range because of the ability for them to, it's a big discount from a typical agency that's charging $1,500 per month plus ad spend. All that money can be now put towards their ads, which is going to deliver them even more results. And if you plug this into your HighLevel system, what's great about this is not only are you running the ads for the people, but you have a full conversion machine here with, if you're using HighLevel, with HighLevel to follow up with the leads, text the leads, do all kinds of stuff we're not going to cover in this video, but you can really set up an entire automation system. Or if you want to get super advanced here, you could actually even connect it to AI. We've talked about how we use Closebot to follow up with the leads that we generate from Uphex. So you're bringing in
Mhm.
leads and you're also converting those leads to appointments or to sales or whatever the conversion is for that type of business.
Yeah, so I think it's one thing. I think there's a lot to factor in. Like, one, I would not charge $98 because then you're just breaking even. This is worth way more than that. But if you have a client who has run ads before and their ad spend was 2000 total to pay the agency as well as, then you know that what you're working with, and you could start there and just do them better and say, I'll do it for this amount and then we'll use even more for the actual ad spend, right?
Yeah.
But if it's somebody who's never run an ad before and they want to do this for the first time, I think, and they have a very low budget, then that's when I would offer the DIY to someone like that who I know I'm not going to make a lot of money, right? So why spend my time, my valuable time actually servicing that client when I can just give them this tool that is so easy. But above all, I would want to do this for someone. I would want to offer this as a done for you product or service, really, because it's so easy and
Yeah.
it doesn't take a lot of your time. And once you set it, you can forget it for the most part and go in there, supervise it, adjust it, right? But it's not a lot of work at all. And it's a great service that someone will continue to use because it'll work for them. So at first, I would see if I could do this as a service. And depending on their budget, then I would do it. I would sell it off as a tool because
Right.
that is something, and we've talked about this before, do it as a service. If the client comes into hard times and they're saying they can't afford it any longer, then you can bump them down to just using the tool themselves. But I would always start with this service, in particular, this one with Uphex, because it is so easy. It's so easy to deliver. So I would, yeah, this
Yeah.
isn't going to be something that's consuming your life. I think that this is a real freedom tool for your agency.
And the best thing that I didn't even mention at all so far, Juanita, is this is really a business you can start with no money. So you can try this. They give you a full 14-day trial, and whatever clients you get during that period is what your pricing would be. So if you just hit the ground running, you get 30 clients in your first month, then your bill would be $497. If you just get one or two clients, your bill is only going to be $97. If you don't get any
Yeah.
clients in the first 14 days, then you just cancel your account and do another trial in the future. But there's no reason why you can't start testing this out, trying it, run a couple test ads, go start pitching it. And most people that launch this and really go for it get more than enough clients to cover their expenses in the first 14 days.
That's awesome. So you could find someone and say, hey, give me 14 days. I'll do this for free. But if I get you some leads and I get you some action, you pay me $97 the first month. And then after that, it's going to go to $197. So
Yep.
you don't have to start with trust. You can earn someone's trust without breaking your bank and have that first client just take a chance on you. And then you get them the results and they pay you the 97 that covers your monthly bill. And
Yep.
then you just grow from there. So that's the way to go. So yeah, I love that for somebody. We've talked a lot about, even in high level, find that one thing that you can really learn, get it up and running and do it really well and provide excellent service to someone or provide an excellent tool that you know a lot about. So just keeping it simple, but also something easy to scale. Like that's not going to break you, especially a lot of you start off doing these things as a side hustle, right? So, and we all know that side hustles can tend to become very expensive hobbies. So something like this is really, what other business can you really start with no money down and so little overhead?
And so we've shown you multiple ways to set things up pretty simply, but I got to admit that UpX is one of the easiest things you can run. Like it took me
Yeah.
less than 60 seconds to run an ad for somebody that other people charge $2,000 per month consistently for. Come on. I don't know what else to tell you. That is
I
a
could
great
do it
opportunity.
too. It's like someone who's not techie. That's why I urge you to just offer this as a service because it is so easy that if your client did see how easy this was, there would not be a need for them to hire somebody to do it for them because it really is that user friendly. So
And if you're starting with zero and you're just like, I don't know if that bill hits my account, I'm in a tough spot, then do a 7-day free trial as Juanita suggested. Say,
mm,
I'll run your ads for a full week. and see what happens. If you get some leads, then you owe me $97 for the first month. If you
Yeah.
don't get leads, then we'll just can't cancel. You don't get charged anything.
Yeah, that's smarter because
Like
you're on
thing,
a
yeah,
daily budget, right? So I want to see
yeah,
something. If we run ads today, I want to see some results tomorrow, right?
yeah. And the other important thing, Wanetah, is the ad cost is on them, right? On your potential client. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no like a lot of times people are like, oh, did they really spend $1,000 on ads, or are they just telling me that? They actually get billed directly from Facebook for their ad spend. So there's no
Mm.
like that's a very transparent thing you can tell people. Say, hey, you're going to pay for your own ads. I'll do the work for free at setting them up and running them for you. So you don't have to pay me for anything on that side, and you pay all your own ad spend to Facebook directly. So I'm not taking any cut off of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Because
Yeah.
then they know, like, yeah. Because you always, everyone goes in assuming, well, you're going to take your cut off of this service. There's the service fee, and there's labor, and then there's like, that's awesome. One thing that I really want to talk about is we ran ads for a specific sector of people. And one thing that we noticed that was really surprising and frustrating is we got them a lot of leads and they did nothing. They did absolutely nothing with those leads, meaning like we brought them traffic and they didn't call, they didn't email, they didn't text these people. They had their addresses probably, they didn't show up at their house. It was just like we brought them to the well and they did not drink. And it was mind blowing. But instead of being frustrated about it, right? This is a huge opportunity for you as a high level user, as an agency, because now this service is so easy to just get them to run the ads for them and get them the traffic. But with HighLevel, you can now step in. And if they're not getting, if they're not servicing, maybe there's a really good reason. Maybe they're already so busy, which I don't understand, because if they wouldn't be asking you, hey, bring me some action if they're like in the mix of it, right? But maybe there's a reason why they are not. Maybe they're not salespeople. Maybe they're not comfortable with the outreach. But this is where you can step in. And this is where, with automation and with AI and with HighLevel's incredible software, you can just step in and really nurture these leads and make sure that you are keeping the conversation going. Right. So you can become a huge asset to someone's business. And eventually, maybe you find that you just do it better than them and you just run with the business yourself. Right. So this is just something, I think it's a great foot in the door tool, service, but also know that this isn't something that, okay, you got me leads, now go away, right? This is something that you can just show them how much of an asset you can continue to be and continue to develop that relationship with your clients.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's a really unique way to run a software company and leveraging somebody else's tool. They've already done great work and they're rapidly improving it. And you can step in and not only, like Wanetah said, we delivered a lot of leads, but the people still were like, I remember having a conversation with someone and she had 30 or 40 leads after saying how bad she was struggling in her business. She had 30 or 40 leads and I was so pumped. I was like, hey, I saw you got a bunch of leads. How's it going? Like, are you getting some business? She said, well, and this is 3 days later. Well, I'm still deciding if I should call or email them. And I said, I said, you already lost them. So that was on me, really, even though I could see it on her. But really, I have the tool here. I should have set up even more automations to deliver that lead or convert that lead or nurture that lead, because that is human nature to not want to reach out to people. So the more
I
that
don't
with our
know.
tool, yeah,
I don't
I
know.
want
There's
to,
different kinds of humans, but I don't think it was on you. I think it was just a very surprising thing that we discovered when we were doing this, or that there are some people who are, they're not doing business because they're afraid of it. They don't know how to even, I could bring you all the traffic, but you don't know what to do with it. And that's happened. That's not going to be everybody. And that's not going to be most people, I don't think. Something with HighLevel, what I think you're saying, Jason, is that with HighLevel, you can see behind the curtain, right? So you can see that these people are not interacting. So that totally cancels out this idea that your client is going to come to you and say, well, the leads you got me weren't legit, or they were bad leads and they were awful. And you can say, well, They were awful because you didn't call them. You didn't reach out at all and look at all these messages that you're missing, or it took you 3 days, ma'am, to contact this person. So speed to lead is everything, and having that kind of data and just knowledge in front of you is just really powerful.
And that was before we did these ads, before Closebot and other AI tools were out, is when this particular scenario happened.
Mm.
So even now, like if I could run those ads and then Closebot could instantly engage with those people, start having a dialogue back and forth and booking them on a calendar, that is like, there's no arguing that delivered results.
Yeah.
Right. And so when somebody has an appointment booked on their calendar, then like, oh, wow, this is working. I don't even have, I can just show up to this thing and talk versus
Yeah.
having to convert someone.
That would be really a great way too, of your process, of your sales process. Instead of trying to sell someone like everything at once, maybe they're starting off with a sketchy budget. They're skeptical and they're like, oh, I'll just throw a little bit. Let's see what you can do, right? And then they get so many leads that they don't know how to handle all of them, which could very well be the case. If you're getting 30 leads a day and it's just you starting your business, like you can't be speed to lead to all of them, right? So there's some messages getting missed and that kind of thing. And that's a great problem for both of you to have, but it's a great opportunity for you because then you can be like, well, introducing Closebot, right? Or let me tell you about Missed Call Text Back. You have you have the Swiss Army knife of solutions to offer them. And then you just start stacking, what your client is paying for.
Yep.
So yeah, that's
So
great.
yeah, I think we've talked about UpX a ton today and shown you behind the scenes a bit, but really to really understand it, you got to just take the 14-day trial and see. It doesn't cost you a single penny to test things. You can start the ad and then instantly turn it off. So you're not even going to be charged by Facebook until you get comfortable with how it works. But you can get a 30-day high-level trial, link down below. You can get a 14-day UpX trial, and you can even get a free trial to Closebot. Try all these things in conjunction, see what combination you like, and you have a business for pennies to start with.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Awesome.
So down below, normally we have the banner and we can show you the links, but just down below, we'll have all the links to HighLevel, how you can start up for free, all of the free trials down below. And we'll even have the episode that we did with Sam, so you can do a deep dive into UpX as well. We're bare bonesing it, guys, here. So we're in a transitional phase where we are moving and we're looking forward to the next chapter. So don't be surprised when you see more scarce backgrounds and backdrops for a while, but we're going to continue to just do our best to bring a really helpful content to you as we transition and as we level up. And it's just really exciting. We really appreciate the feedback that we've received about evolving our channel into How to Profit. And we are so thankful and delighted that you want to continue your journey with us. So again, please like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you soon.
Bye.